Robert Williams this season has been unleashed for the Boston Celtics, becoming a full-time starter. Increased minutes and an increased role for this team has allowed him to showcase his defensive ability and insert himself into the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. Williams averages 10 points, 9.7 rebounds, and 2 assists on 72% from the field and 71% from the free throw line. Williams plays primarily close to the basket, with 85% of his shots coming at the rim, where he shoots it at 79% according to Cleaning the Glass. He operates as a lob threat, lurking in the dunker's spot or coming off of screens for a lob. He can make good and quick decisions with the ball in his hands. He rolls well to the basket, can hunt for offensive rebounds and get some second chance shots for himself, or can just kick out to shooters. The passing of Williams has been an underrated piece of his game, where he can find cutters working out of delay action, where he can handle the ball at the top of the key, read the offensive actions out of the corners, and make passes out of that. He understands plays and teammate tendencies, which is good, and his delivery with these passes are great. He makes them timely, on-the-money passes, showcasing his one-hand passes or bounce passes. He works well on the short roll and can make decisions from there, and he can work on high post, elbow handoffs. He doesn't have a high usage, given Tatum and Brown are the main guys on his team, but Williams has shown the ability to where he can get the ball and make good decisions. The 6'9" center has played a huge role in the Celtics' improved defense coming into the new year. Williams is one of the defensive anchors to this team, who currently is ranked first in defensive rating at 106.2. Speaking of defensive rating, Robert Williams also ranks first in the league as a player in this category at 101.9, above guys like Rudy Gobert and Bam Adebayo. Williams also averages 2.2 blocks this season, ranking third in the league in blocks per game, just behind that of Rudy Gobert and Jaren Jackson Jr. And he has had some really emphatic blocks this season where he just comes out of nowhere and swats a shot. His defensive versatility is so important to the Celtics team because Williams is a guy who can switch onto guards, hold his own, and defend well. And then if the Celtics need him to operate as a roamer/help defender near the paint, they stick him onto a player away from the offensive action as much as possible. And they do this to limit Williams defending the perimeter. It's not because he can't defend the perimeter, he's actually good at it, but Williams' defense is at its best when he is roaming in the paint and can clean up any potential Celtics mess. He uses that athleticism, long arms to swat shots or to tear players away from the rim. Also, shout out to Al Horford. Dude is 35 years old, still playing strong minutes. Great defense, comfortable switching and defending along the perimeter, and providing additional rim protection and post defense. Horford will be the guy who will guard the team's center, and then on offense operates as the power forward. So Horford will be involved in more switching, guarding the perimeter, and he has been doing a fine job in that. And if you're able to beat Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Grant Williams, or Jaylen Brown off the dribble, well then you have to meet Time Lord at the rim, and that may not go so well. He has been blocking shots like it's nothing all season. And Williams' defense can be really fun when it seems like he's beat and then he just quickly recovers and swats a shot. He just flies around the court and he moves his feet quick, so you really have to put up a shot before he comes in. His recovery time and how he is able to calculate time when to block a shot has impacted this team's defense. You can play him on guards and he is able to move his feet well to keep up on drives and use his 7'6" wingspan to affect shots. And with those long arms, he becomes a nuisance on the glass as he becomes relentless going for the ball, and he can just tip the ball to himself, position himself for putbacks, and create extra possessions for his team. Some may say that his height at 6'9" may limit him, but Williams is able to give that effort and has the physical tools to challenge other bigs in the paint for boards. He averages 4 offensive rebounds per game this season, a career high for him, and he ranks 4th in the league in that category, just behind that of Mitchell Robinson, Clint Capella, and Steven Adams. This Celtics team can play into multiple defensive schemes and has the bodies to where they can pressure one-on-one. It's truly a scary sight. They're comfortable to the point they can switch every screen to blow up offensive actions, and even stuff like scram switching, off-ball switching has been communicated and executed well coming into the new year. Checking in on the Celtics' 110-88 victory over the Golden State Warriors, their previous game. To start the game, the Warriors completely forgot Robert Williams is on the court, and Williams is able to cut inside, make himself available looking for a lob, as Smart throws his pass inside, and Williams scores over the defense. The Warriors play Williams with no sense of urgency, so once Williams gets a step on his defender cutting to the basket, Marcus Smart delivers his beautiful dime, a lob near the half court to Williams, right on the money for a dunk. As mentioned before, the Celtics primarily have Williams guard a wing player. Here it's Kuminga, and they keep him away from the action. The Warriors run that split cut, which is blown up with a switch, and with Jordan Poole getting by Pritchard, Williams is able to just slide over to cut off the drive, and even though Poole makes this shot, it's a tough shot. He's forced to take a mid-range over Pritchard and Williams. A possession later with Derek White jumping on the pump fake by Poole, this give and go gets Poole going, and hey, the initial defender is beat, but now you have to meet Time Lord. Jason Tatum will position himself in between Green and Kuminga to pick up just in case of a kick out, and just check how nasty this block gets with Williams cleaning up the mess here. And here with the Warriors in transition, the Celtics load up nicely to stop the drive, and on the reset, the Warriors look to find some offense. Otto Porter Jr. is able to beat Williams' back door, and then again, the recovery time and willingness to not give up on a play. You think you have Williams beat, and then he's just able to time and get this block on Porter's shot. Here's Williams' position on the weak side corner. Draymond Green initiates this play. Poole looks to screen for Klay Thompson, but he fakes this and quick slips the screen. This catches the Celtics defense off guard because they were preparing to switch the pin down screen. But Williams is able to clean this up by sliding over and blocking the shot. And on the one-on-one play by Kuminga, Grant Williams defends him well, but Kuminga gets a good look at the basket, but Time Lord, again, is just able to slide over, just lurking in the paint, times this at the apex of Kuminga's shot and sends it right back. These are just examples from one game that Williams provides on a night-to-night basis. The Boston Celtics look really good since entering 2022, and they currently have the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference and are 8-2 in their last 10 games. Their defense is legit, their communication is something, and the personnel have all come together, and after their slow start to the season, they have completely turned it around, and they are looking like a team that can challenge the Eastern Conference. That'll wrap it up for this video. What are your thoughts on this Boston Celtics team? Do you think they can go far into the playoffs? If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content like this. And with all that being said, I'll see you all in the next video.